You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Chickens and Delmarva are synonymous with each other.
And to be able to sustain that culture for generations to come, well, it all starts at the chicken farm. Terry, you've got a beautiful farm here. How long have you been doing farming?
We purchased the farm about 18 years ago. My wife was pregnant with her second child, and it was a way for me to get a second job and her to stay home and raise the two kids.
And it looks like it's full-time business for you now.
It is. We've expanded the farm a couple times, and then eventually farmed out a little bit of work so I could play with a few other projects.
How is it that the operation here benefits not just you as a family, but also the environment and the community here? Because you're telling us about, different things that you've got to help run the farm.
Yeah, we've tried to implement a lot of things to make to lighten our environmental impact on the farm. The farm is 100% solar. We put in 222 kWh of solar power. We don't actually use the solar power. We generate what we use. We sell it to the grid and then buy it back. It's a wash, pretty much. So we help supply the grid. We recycle the mortality, and that's eliminated flies, buzzards, fox, and that sort of thing from the farm, where we actually freeze the birds and they're recycled into biodiesel. The fats are for biodiesel, and the proteins make pellets for fish farmers and that sort of thing out of it. And then a lot of plantings and stuff just to lessen the environmental impact. We're kind of tucked away a little bit, and I kind of like the privacy that we have, back in this area. Three, maybe 4 years ago, we took the whole farm solar. So we put in a 222 kWh solar system on the roof of the chicken house. It generates enough power to offset all of the power that the farm uses. I haven't had an electric bill in probably 4 years now. Set of panels that's on this chicken house number 2 is enough to offset about $68,000 worth of power use a year, which is what my bills used to run. The trees are an experiment where I'm trying to take advantage of transpiration, which is where it's cooler underneath the tree than it is everywhere else. So if I can get enough cool air here, the air to cool the chickens is sucked into these pads here. So it would be 2 to 3 degrees cooler air going in, reducing the amount of energy that I need to use to cool the chickens. This is a runda grass. It's a biannual grass. It has 2 years worth of life on each stalk. It's in front of the fan to absorb nutrients or ammonias that come out. Before it grew up, I think it's probably 5 years old now. We would have some dust covering the freezers and clogging the filters. Most all of it is caught by the runda grass. DCA has been great over the years. They foster programs that would help farmers, like a lot of the plantings that they plant around the farm. We have tree lines and buffer zones, grasses that absorb nitrogen or dust particulates, and all that research and whatnot was done for DCA. They monitor legislation and get us involved when there's a need for farmers' voices in Congress and local state governments, and that sort of thing. And then they have a lot of fellowship. Being on a farm, you don't run into a whole lot of other farmers, so there's a lot of fellowship that goes together with socials and that sort of thing.
The Delmarva Chicken Association is so very vital to the chicken farming community, and to learn more, go to dcachicken.com.
Coming up next, we take a look at your latest photos.
And we're going to preview the 22nd annual West Side Fire Department's Outcasters Open.
Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. We'll be right back.